Good morning, watch fans. This is Big Jim with the Big Giant Wrist, and I'm coming to you from Las Vegas this morning. Wow, I could not sleep. I don't know what the deal is, so I'm up here at 4 o'clock in the morning recording a video. What are you going to do? It actually is a good morning. So today I'm wearing the Tudor BB BB 41, the black dial on a stainless steel bracelet. You know, it's the classic black and stainless steel. You just can't beat it. Nice and dinged up, but it's mine. All mine. Paid for. Anyways, today we're going to talk about a little bit of watch news. And something I found very fascinating. I was at the jeweler yesterday with my daughter getting some rings resized. So she has a thing for my mother's, her grandmother's custom jewelry. And my mom had giant fingers, so now we have to get these rings resized for my daughter to be able to wear. So we're in line, you know, and the COVID social distancing thing. But I'm pretty nosy. I noticed a very nice watch on the counter in front of me for only one other customer in the place. Stuck my face in there, and here's a picture of what I saw. Royal Oak Offshore. His was on a custom strap, and I could hear him talking about a pusher that was stuck, and so he's having the jeweler, you know, obviously clean the pusher out for him. And I introduced myself, showed him my Tudor. I was actually wearing this watch, and started talking. He's just a local artist, did very well for himself, and we both have I noticed his work. He showed me his work. I noticed it was very surrealism, a lot of surrealism, and very much Dali. And I mentioned Dali. I was a fan, and he was a fan, and we talked about watches again, and showed him my watch channel, of course, and he showed me his Instagram for his art, and it was just a really interesting conversation started by, you know, a Royal Oak, and just a fantastic watch. So here's this young kid in his late 20s, I'm guessing, sporting a $25,000 Royal Oak. Very nice. I'm glad to see he has good taste. So that was a very, very nice watch conversation. And my daughter could have cared less, of course. She was like, "Dad, what are you doing? Why are you picking on strange men in the middle of the mall?" But anyways, that was fun. So, you know, in other watch news, than other than what I got to see, we've had a few watches introduced that are really surprising. The Tudor BB Bronze Blue, literally 4 Bs. The Tudor BB BB is what people are calling it, apparently. 43 millimeter across, 52 lug to lug, 14 millimeters thick. You know, it's a standard. The previous, you know, before the 39 millimeters, it's the size of the old black base. It has an in-house movement. It has a strange kind of bronze. The bronze is not traditional mixed. This has got a different type of bronze, and it's been mixed with aluminium so that it doesn't tarnish as fast, and it gives it a more subtle patina. Interesting. Unfortunately, it is a special through Trudeau, and it is not even supposed to be available in the USA currently. But Trudeau, of course, being who they are, the huge company, they are introducing them here in the U.S. market, and they are going to be $4,100 a piece. Not terrible. Good-looking watch. If you like the larger black base, then this is a really good watch for you. And I'm, of course, a huge fan of Tudor. And other watches that I found amazing with the Zenith El Primero. Brand new El Primero. It looks like it's going to be their premier watch, I believe. It's a 1/10 of a second El Primero. It's in, you know, chronograph. Very unique, beautiful watch. It's been called the Daytona Killer by a few people. I don't really see it. I know that previously, when Rolex introduced the Daytona, for 12 years, it had a Zenith movement in it. Very, very nice movement. And then they went to their own in-house. And now, decades later, Zenith has introduced their own version of a Daytona, of a chronograph, and it has their own movement. So it's, you know, I guess they waited a long time to get it right. It's got a thinner kind of bezel. It's got ceramic. It's 41 millimeters. It's also only $10,000. It's about half the cost of a Daytona. And you could probably walk into a jeweler and buy it, today, if you could find one. They're not going to be a wait list. They're going to be readily available. And you can see from the pictures, it's gorgeous. It really is. I'm not a huge chronograph guy myself, but it is a spectacular looking watch. So I'm looking forward to maybe getting around to the malls here when the lockdown ends. We're in another lockdown in Vegas. When the lockdown ends, I can get in and play with one of these at the Zenith booth in here at the I believe it's at the Venetian. There's Watches of the World shop, so I can get in and take a look at some of the watches they have. Patek has some sad news today. Patek has discontinued the 5711. This is an iconic watch. I hate to see it go. It's going to send prices through the wall. I mean, just incredible. It's going to be incredible prices now. They're already bad enough as it is. So if you have a 5711, congratulations. You're sitting on a gold mine. In more reasonably priced news, Ming has a new watch. Panerai has a new watch. Oris has a new limited edition bronze. But in the watch news that means the most to me in my price range, G-Shock, the GMH 5000 RD4 is the red steel Super G-Shock. This is the king of all G's in titanium, black DLC. Well, the new one, as you can see, is red. It's in steel. It's only going to be about $500. It's ion plated instead of DLC coated. It's beautiful. Everyone who has a picture of it, like this one, says it's not a really good picture. It seems like the red doesn't photograph really well. I'm looking forward to seeing one in the wild. I have a G-Shock guy here in Las Vegas. I know he's got a ton of G-Shocks on display. I'm going to run down to his places today, actually. I think I can get down there today and take a look and see what he's got for sale. He's got one of the red G-Shocks. It'll be awesome. Love to see one in the wild. Big fan of red. It actually has been a deciding factor when I buy some watches. I only have one watch currently with a little bit of red in it, and it was it's the reason why I bought it, because it has a little bit of orange red right there. I've looked at many, many watches with a little bit of red script in it, and this appears to be, the king of all red. I'm looking forward to this watch. So that's been, the January 2021 wrap-up. Quite a bit of watch news for the middle of winter. I'm really impressed. Everyone has really been pushing the edge with this lockdown, and companies are, not sitting on their laurels. They are selling watches left and right. The used market is hot right now, hot. The watches that I'm interested in, the 41 millimeter version of the Rolex OP. That's the only really Rolex I'm interested in, that I'm really serious about. Still trading $1,000 over retail. It's come down a little bit than what it was. I'm hoping to find a used version instead of just a flipped version in that retail price range. I can afford the retail price range in about 5 months. I can't afford it right now because I'm still paying off my truck. But, I'm watching and learning and paying attention to the market. So this has been Big Jim with the Big Wrist in Vegas. Hope you guys have a great week, and I will catch you on the next one.